Are you looking for the best automatic litter boxes? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best litter boxes on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Neakasa M1 Open-Top Self-Cleaning Cat Litter Box. In a world of automatic litter boxes that resemble enclosed globes, the Neakasa M1 is a welcomed option. Don't be fooled by the images of this open-top automatic litter box. It may look large and bulky, but it measures about average. We tested this litter box with 3 siblings, one 8.5-pounder and 2 16-pound kitties, including one Maine Coon. Our tester noted that the assembly of the litter box was a cinch and they only needed to attach 4 feet and pop out the litter tray, no special tools or skills needed. The app, however, was a different story and required Bluetooth and Wi-Fi pairing. They said it wasn't difficult, but it took some time. It also took some time for their cats to take to the litter box, which they attributed to the high 13.77-inch entry level. Because of the high entry-level open top that provides more space for big boys and girls, and the 33-pound weight limit of this litter box, we think it's best to use for larger cats. However, our tester noted that the actual area of the litter well seemed to be a little small for their Maine Coon, so it's probably best for just one large cat, not multiple cats. They also noticed about the same amount of tracking as with the regular litter box, even though there is an included litter mat. This was attributed to the height of the entry and the fact the cats were likely jumping out from the box after use. Our tester found the litter box fairly easy to clean. A simple wipe down the outside and inside the bowl with disinfectant did the trick, though it would have been trickier to get into cracks and crevices to clean bigger messes since the unit doesn't actually come apart. The waste receptacle was fully lined, which also made it very easy to clean. While the receptacle did a better job of concealing odor than a standard litter box, it does not completely control odor since it's not sealed. At number 2. PetZone Smart Scoop Litter Box. The PetZone Smart Scoop automatic litter box senses when your cat has used the litter box, and then cleans it 30 minutes later. It operates using a rake, which scrapes across the box and then scoops whatever clumps it catches into a reservoir. One tester summed it up, noting that the PetZone Smart Scoop automatic litter box doesn't dazzle with bells and whistles, but absolutely does the trick. The PetZone is also surprisingly quiet, raking across the box in a slow cycle that does a good job of catching most waste. The rake itself is also designed well and doesn't get gunked up easily. A cleaning tool is included, too. The machine comes with 6 plastic bags to get you started. They're easy to install and remove once the compartment is full. It also includes a carbon zeolite filter, which fits into a bracket on the underside of the waste reservoir lid. We initially noted this litter box's mediocre plastic construction and worried about long-term durability. However, our machine was still going strong after months of use. One downside is the relatively shallow litter box, which doesn't leave much extra litter for cats that like to dig and bury. We also wish there was a place to store the included scoop. While overall we found the PetZone Smart Scoop to be light on features, everything included works well, right down to the odor filter. Our tester didn't notice any smells throughout weeks of use. At number 3. Litter Robot 3 Connect Cat Litter Box. The Litter Robot 4 is a substantial improvement over its predecessor, but after nearly 3 years of continuous testing, we still feel confident in the quality of the Litter Robot 3 Connect. We have tested 4 different Litter Robot 3 Connect models over the years, so we have extensive long-term experience with the product. Of the 4, we encountered a relatively common bonnet error with one, where the machine erroneously registered its top panel as open. Litter Robot customer service was responsive, with both troubleshooting advice and an offer to replace the device. We also tested the Litter Robot 3 against the popular Leo's Loo 2 in the same household, and our tester came away preferring the Leo's Loo 2. Her cats did too, consistently opting for it over the Litter Robot 3. But the Litter Robot 3 does come with a price advantage, costing over $250 less than Leo's Loo 2. Overall, the Litter Robot 3 is larger, more than 2 inches wider, less aesthetically pleasing, and slightly louder than the Litter Robot 4, but the reduced price might make this previous Litter Robot model worth considering. At number 4. PetSafe ScoopFree Complete Plus Litter Box. We reviewed an older version of the PetSafe ScoopFree self-cleaning litter box in 2020, and much of what we had to say then still holds true. The main determination you'll need to make is whether or not your cats are ready for Crystal Kitty litter, which uses non-clumping silica beads that absorb liquids rather than hardening. Crystal litter has several advantages, including strong odor-absorbing capabilities and a lack of dust or grit, but not every cat likes crystal litter, so there may be an adjustment period, plus, it tends to be more expensive. But if you know your cat is ready for crystal litter, then the PetSafe ScoopFree self-cleaning litter box is one of the best ways to take full advantage. The automated box rakes through the litter 20 minutes after your cat is done using it, moving solid waste to a separate compartment. Meanwhile, the silica crystals absorb urine and other smells. Once a month, for a single cat household, you simply slide out the entire tray, put a lid on it, and throw it away. The automatic self-cleaning is remarkably quiet and the comb slowly passes through the litter to weed out solid waste. You never have to touch, and you barely even have a chance to spot the waste your cat leaves behind. Of course, this means buying a whole new tray of crystal litter every month, or even more often. So while the PetSafe ScoopFree is much more affordable than our best overall automatic litter box, the cost of using the same expensive litter each month will add up fast. Although it's possible to dump out the waste reservoir without completely replacing the litter tray, our tester found this to be an unwieldy task, requiring lifting away the entire upper assembly of the device. In a home setting, we found the PetSafe ScoopFree to be effective at both self-cleaning and odor control. Plus, unlike the Litter Robot 4, the PetSafe won't take up a ton of space in your home, so it's a great option for apartment dwellers. There's also a smart version, which comes with a hood and a Wi-Fi enabled app. At number 5. Catlink Self-Cleaning Litter Box Scooper Luxury Pro X. Our tester was a big fan of how easy it was to install, set up, and link the app for this litter box, and it gets extra points for having an intuitive design. But it doesn't stop there. The app is packed with features and data points that go beyond the standard usage stats and clean cycle options. You'll also be able to check how full the waste bin is, the humidity and temperature inside the box, and litter levels, plus the app works with Alexa and Google Home. This litter box does have a larger footprint than our tester was used to, but they said it was so good at eliminating odor that they felt it could easily be placed in areas that would otherwise be off limits because of smell with a regular litter box. Odor is neutralized with a carbon filter, UV sterilization light, and a rechargeable purifier. In addition to the odor control, the litter box operates at a low 30 decibels, or about as loud as a nearby whisper, making it one of the quietest picks on the list. Our tester mentioned that it was fine for her normally nervous kitty. Some other standout features include the button panel lock, which prevents pets or kids from accidentally pushing a control button, the large 2-week waste bin capacity, and the 2 safety sensors that detect when your cat enters the litter box and halts operation. You can also use this box with several different types of litter, instead of just clumping clay, thanks to the 2 included sifter grates. Unfortunately, there's one key element that is not included, but sold separately: an anti-tracking ramp. Since the litter box entry is close to 14 inches off the ground, it would be nice to have the ramp included, not only to trap litter upon exit but to aid smaller or elderly cats access the entry. At number 6. PetSnowy Snow Plus Self-Cleaning Litter Box. We tested the PetSnowy Snow Plus Self-Cleaning Litter Box in a multi-cat household with 4 cats, all between the ages of 2 and 7 years old, and use Target clumping clay litter. Cats enter the litter box through the front via a recessed oval window on the right-hand side into a pre-litter area with a removable litter mat. After your cat uses the toilet, this pre-litter area, along with the stepped recessed design of the entry window, helps to trap more loose litter from your cat's paws before it hits the ground running. As you might imagine, for cats sharing one box have the potential to get a bit smelly, but our tester said the Snow Plus controlled odor like a pro, even with the lid off. None of the cats had previous experience using an automatic litter box, and our tester had to remove the top half of the box for all of their cats to use the litter box, which did produce an error message in the app but didn't disable it. One of the coolest things about this litter box is that the waste tray has self-sealing bags. To replace a bag, you just pull out the drawer, a game changer. The bags also help seal in odors, prevent spillage, and prevent contamination. Since each part comes apart, it's also easy to clean the box thoroughly with disinfectant. Where could this litter box improve? Our tester found the app's connection a bit sticky and unreliable, and they wish they could access a history of usage data instead of just the day of data. At number 7. Petivity Litter Box Monitor. If you aren't ready to make the jump to an automatic litter box just yet or have picky cats that may not accept a new type of toilet, the Petivity Smart Litter Box Monitoring System is a good option. We tested this litter monitoring accessory in a multi-cat household with 2 senior cats, ages 10 and 11.5, including one with a history of constipation. Our tester said they really appreciated having access to information concerning her cat's weight and bathroom habits, and knowing that the app would send an alert through if any changes warranted vet notification. They also noted that the setup was simple and fairly intuitive. The initial setup requires you to fill in a bunch of health information about your cat on the app, but most of the interaction you have with the device after setup is via the app.